What is a FICO score? How is my credit calculated? How can I improve my credit score? If you have ever asked these questions, stay tuned. With Understanding Credit, you will receive answers to these questions and more. Thank you to our sponsors, First Horizon Foundation and Memphis Area Legal Services, for making this content possible. We will learn how the FICO score is calculated, how to read and understand a credit report, where to get a credit report, and how to dispute errors on your credit report. So, what is a FICO score anyways? A FICO score is a 3-digit number created by using the information in your credit report. Lenders then use your FICO score along with other details on your credit report to assess credit risk and determine whether to extend credit. So, how is this 3-digit number created? There are 5 categories used to determine your credit score and ultimately your credit worthiness. First, your pay history. Do you pay your bills on time? Amount owed. How much credit have you used compared to how much you have available? Length of credit history. How long have you been using credit? Usually a longer history can have a positive impact on your score. New credit. How many new accounts do you have? The more new accounts you have, it can negatively impact your score. Credit mix. What different types of accounts do you have? Maybe such as a mortgage, or student loan, a credit card, also known as installments or a revolving loans. This demonstrates your ability to manage different types of credit accounts. Now that we know how the credit score is calculated, let's check out a credit report. The credit report will provide your identifying information so you can reference the report later if needed. You can immediately review potential negative information. These will usually be accounts that are in default and judgments. You want to focus on these entries and determine what you can do to address to make improvements if possible. Next, you will review all account statuses. Check for statuses that are showing late payments or high balances and determine what you can do to address. Your accounts in good standing will be available for your review. These accounts are up to date on payments and will contribute to improving your credit score and credit worthiness. Review all recent requests for your credit report. These requests are broken down to requests initiated by you when applying for credit, and others such as employment or self-review. Finally, review your personal information for accuracy. Also, any statements you made to the credit reporting agency may appear here. You can access free credit reports from 3 major reporting agencies by visiting annualcreditreport.com. You can review your credit annually for free, and you should review it for your benefit. So, you have reviewed your credit score and your credit report, and it wasn't exactly what you were hoping for. What can you do? There is no magic trick for improving your credit score, but you can improve by making timely payments. Try making smaller payments, more frequent payments, and keep your credit cards open. In other words, don't close your credit cards. This may actually hurt your credit score due to credit utilization. Credit utilization compares the total credit available to you versus the amount owed. Ideally, you want to maintain less than 30% credit utilization. Otherwise, it will have a negative impact on your credit score. You can now see why closing unused credit cards can actually hurt your credit score by lowering your available credit, thus increasing your credit utilization. So you have reviewed your credit score. You notice items that you do not recognize or that you do not agree with. What should you do? You can dispute entries on your credit report if you believe they are not correct. You should submit a letter to the credit agency to dispute an entry on your credit report. Include copies of documents that support your position. In addition to providing your complete name and address, your letter should clearly identify each item you wish to dispute. State the facts and explain why you dispute the information and request that it be removed or corrected. Send your letter by certified mail. Keep copies of your dispute letter and enclosures. The agency should conduct an investigation within 30 days and send you written notice of their findings. If an investigation doesn't resolve your dispute, You can ask that your statement be included in your file in future reports. You also can ask that your statement be provided to anyone who received a copy of your report in the recent past. You can expect to pay a fee for this service. Also, tell the person, company, or organization that provides information about you to a credit reporting company in writing that you dispute an item in your credit report. Include copies of documents that support your position. If the provider listed an address on your credit report, send your letter to that address. If no address is listed, contact the provider and ask for the correct address. If the information provider does not give you an address, you can send your letter to any business address for that provider. If the provider continues to report the item you disputed to a credit reporting company, it must let the credit reporting company know about your dispute. And if you are correct, that is, if the information you dispute is found to be inaccurate or incomplete, the information provider must tell the credit reporting company to update or delete the item. Remember, check your credit report annually to be sure there are no errors. We hope you now have a better understanding of how your credit score is calculated and how to understand your credit report.